Hey, it's Zach Lipson, Mr. Fix the Realtor here with a new episode. We are actually today at my office where we are going to be installing a Nest thermostat. These cost about $150, $200, and the benefit is it's a smart technology for your home, or in this case, our office. And it allows for optimal control of the temperature. So if you want to come into the office and you know it's cold, crank up the heat before you get there, because everything can be done through the smartphone that's connected to the internet. But anyways, let's go inside and let's go check it out. So here we have our thermostat, which we are going to replace today. And before we do anything with this, we want to make sure we shut off power to the unit, or power coming to the thermostat. The wiring there is actually low voltage. So we've got a unit here suspended from the ceiling. Typically, this would have a switch on it, but because it's up on the ceiling, we don't have a switch. So we will actually just shut the unit off from below at the breaker panel, and that'll turn off all power. So we've gone into the breaker panel. It says air handler here. So we're gonna shut that off. Now it has shut off the system. So we see here, no power. So now I'm gonna actually take off the panel here. I'll show you guys how we do that. Just a little bit of force, but it'll come right off. So we've now taken this off. So you can see here how everything is wired to the thermostat. Again, this is a low voltage wire. The power's turned off. There's no risk of shock anyways. But we do want to keep track of this and note down which wires correlate to what here, right? Since we've got a couple wires that are the same colors like the reds, you're not going to be able to connect every single red wire to here. So we want to know where the other wires go. So we will do a diagram. Also, tools required for this otherwise are a small flathead screwdriver. You can see these are really small, right? So a normal size flathead is not going to unscrew those. So we will use that to simply loosen this to pull the wires out. So we have made a bit of a diagram here so I know what order these go in. So I've actually got a very small screwdriver on my handy dandy pocket knife here, but not everyone's got this. So again, you would need a very small screwdriver, something to this extent, right? Very small. So I'm gonna go ahead, unscrew these so that they pull out, right? So now I can unscrew one, and I'm gonna leave them folded kind of in the general direction of where they go. So when I put the new thermostat in, I know where it goes. Beyond just having a diagram, of course. So here we got a manual, and it comes with labels. So we know on those wires where I did my little, where I marked them, but you can mark them as such. So you do want to make sure you still use the manual that comes with the product. It is going to be helpful. Sometimes there's extra wires on the original wiring versus what the Nest will require. So we've got it, all the wires out. I know basically this is the order in which these kind of go in here. I'm actually unwrapping the new Nest box right now. So I'm unscrewing this now from the wall with a Phillips head screwdriver. This, in all likelihood, was not anchored to the wall. It's probably just drilled right into the drywall. Given that it is fairly lightweight and not putting anything load-bearing on it, like hanging a coat. So here you can see we're going to pull this out. This Medusa-looking set of wires here. All right. And now we're going to go take out our new box. We were with the Nest in it, and now we're going to have to change where these mounts go because it's not going to line up perfectly. It's actually going to be smaller in. I could screw right into the wall, or I could put an anchor, but because of the size of the hole here, may have to do it. We'll probably put them right up here anyways, so we're going to have a face like that, so it'll be right there. So we're actually going to put this in now, and if you look carefully, there's a little bubble in the top of this. See it move there? That's our level. So we want to make sure that this is dead center when we put this in the wall, so that, not because the circle is level, but so that the faceplate is perfectly straight across. Now we're going to screw this in. You don't necessarily have to have a drill. Drywall is not too hard to screw into. However, if it's something like plaster, you may want to use a drill, maybe even pre-drill a hole, put an anchor in there, but this shouldn't be too bad. So now we've got it screwed in. I don't know if you can see our bubble there. It's a little blurry, but the bubble is right in the middle. Perfect, just how we want it to be. So now we're ready to go ahead and put these wires in here. So we see yellow, green, red. Basically it's flipped around from what we had before, right? And then we're gonna have these wires will go on this side. And so you can see this side here snaps right in there. That goes in there, okay? And you can see this is still on. It keeps a little bit of power there. So snap that back on. So we have power to the system. It's telling us, because it is a Wi-Fi based network system, that we need to go ahead and connect. So it's gonna ask us to select, we're not Chunky Monster Goo or any of these other ones. So we will go to our network. So we're going to scroll through to set up the password for our wireless network so that this saves that information. So now we've got it set up. We can push in there again. We can even test to make sure that everything is properly running. Going through the settings, schedule, lock, home away, reminders, wake display, where it's placed, network, download the app where we're located, date and time, and then if we go to equipment, we hit continue, and we can test them. So it'll run through, it'll let us see what we want to test first, and then it'll run through. And that way we know for sure we have everything on properly. So our thermostat is online, and again, we're just pushing this in and it'll connect. So now we've got it, see it says it's set to 75. Current temperature is 68. We're actually gonna push on this and we're gonna change it from cool. Put it to heat, turn it to, so we can actually go ahead, we've currently got it to cool. We can push this in again, set it to economy mode, it'll turn it off, turn it just to the fan, go into our settings, see what it realizes what our weather is here. That's Wednesday at 2:42 p.m. and it's 56 degrees. This is connected to the internet, so it knows from our IP address where we are. So we're gonna click back. So if we were to turn that down, we got it set to cool. That's pretty much it. Now all that you need to do is download the Nest app, create an account, and go ahead and add this to your account, and you'll be able to control remotely from anywhere. Thanks for watching today's episode about how to install a Nest thermostat. If you have something you'd like to see done on one of our next episodes, let me know. Please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'd love to hear any feedback or comments you have. Have a good one. Bye.